Hey everybody, welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon, MLB DFS video. It is Friday edition. It is April 16th, and hopefully you guys are doing well. As you can see, I'm in a different spot, so hopefully we'll make this better for you guys. But yeah, so a little bit different setup. I'm on the laptop this time, so we're still going to hopefully do the exact same thing you're used to us doing. Bringing you, hopefully, a great breakdown for you guys. If you haven't already, check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. You can sign up, hit FTA Plus at the top. You can then go ahead and use promo code YouTube21. You're going to get half off a month. And like I've said in the previous videos, for our DraftKings, we have a great optimizer for MLB and NBA, so super excited to be using that. We're still building you guys FanDuel lineups for FanDuel lineups for every sport, and we're building you DraftKings lineup for every sport other than MLB and NBA, so you guys can use the Bacon Station, the cheat sheet, everything to build some great lineups. That being said, we have a nice Friday slate full of games. We're going to look at them. We're going to dig into them. First off, we're going to look at the weather, see if there's any weather concerns. Then we'll dig through all of the pitchers. So if you don't know what we do, in this video, we go through every single pitcher on every single game. We'll break down what we can see. If you have questions, comment below. You can always hit us up in our Discord link, which is down in the description. And we also, so all of the pitchers we'll go through, and then if you want to see the ones we like the most, click the link down below in the description. That is today's article, and that'll have the BVP plays that we don't cover here. That'll have the pitchers that we like. That'll have everything that we don't cover here. So that being said, just kind of looking at the weather real quick. The first game, the Braves at the Cubs, is early. Other than that, it's not going to be part of any content. You're not going to have it. I would honestly expect you not to play an all-day slate, which I'm assuming FanDuel has. FanDuel has all-day slate. Do they have a single game for this? They do. So we might break it down a little bit to see if you guys play single game. The problem is the Cubs are terrible. They might be a waste for you. So that being said, Cardinals at the Phillies, I mean, it's a slight chance. That's nothing, 13%. The one we're looking at is the Rays at the Yankees. Kind of picks up a little bit in the right as the game's starting, and 47 degrees, so this is something to pay attention to. Possible drizzle and overcast afterwards. I fully expect them to play this game unless the weather turns really bad. So if it does turn really bad, make sure you guys are checking out our Discord, because or our Twitter, we'll throw that information out there if for some reason it's canceled. Kind of like yesterday, we had that contest that if the Mets game got played, anyone who commented would have a chance to win a month pass, and of course it didn't play. At first it started delayed, and I mean it was 80% chance the rest of the day they weren't going to start that again. So this is kind of the after effect of that game. We should be good here. Just kind of going through right here, the White Sox at the Red Sox is kind of scary. Pretty much raining all day, up to 67 to, it drops down a little bit. It drops down as the night goes on, and they don't play each other a ton, but I don't know if this game will get played. This one is the one that's kind of sketchy. It is light rain though, but I'm sure the tarp's on the field already. This one's a little bit, I don't know yet. This one's out on the fence. Great chance this gets delayed. Great chance this gets postponed as well. Moving down the list, I mean, another one is the Jays at the Royals. This one's weather's going to play a factor in building your lineups tonight. That will be a fact. This one, I don't see how they play this game. They don't play each other a ton. That's the problem. All the places that they're not in the same division, so they can't just reschedule and play a ton. Especially with COVID and traveling and all that stuff. It's not as easy. So this is something to pay attention to. This is a question mark as well. Moving down here, Mets at the Rockies, possible light snow. I have a friend that lives out in Denver, and there was snow. He was out at Topgolf yesterday, and there was quite a bit of snow going on. So This is something to pay attention to as well. Possible light snow to possible light rain to a drizzle. This one's a bit iffy as well. Then we move on, and that's kind of it. So we will have some weather concerns. Definitely pay attention. Definitely follow us on Twitter for any updates. Make sure you check us out on our Discord channel as well. So before we get started in looking at these pitchers, if you guys would like, if you want to win a free day pass, all you got to do is like the video, be a subscriber, and tell me who's going to hit a home run, what inning they're going to hit it in, and the distance the ball traveled. The distance the ball traveled is just a tiebreaker if multiple people pick that person. So, also, if this video gets 30 likes on it, we will post a FanDuel and DraftKings GPP lineup down below. So all you got to do, if you like this video, hit the like button. So the first game on the slate, if you're playing the early only game, Braves at the Cubs, Drew Smyly versus to be announced right now. Drew Smyly, I don't know why it says he hasn't faced anyone. He has. He's had 21 at-bats against players. Jake Marisnick's 1 for 5 with a home run. Anthony Rizzo's 2 for 3 with a home run. And Eric Sogard's 1 for 3 with a home run. Only struck out about 5 players. If you play the early game, if you play the one slate game, I would take righties against Drew Smyly. So I'm looking at Chris Bryant, David Bodie, Marisnick. No one's seen him more than... Marisnick's 1 for 5, so he's seen him 5 times. Everyone else, 3 times outside of Bodie. And looking at that, there's not much... there's not much there. So if you want to get a little crazy, you even play the early game, I could see you stacking the Cubs a little bit. Other than that, it's the Cubs. They have been terrible this season. So we move on to the second game on the day, the D-backs at the Nats. We got Taylor Widener versus Max Scherzer. Widener's never faced the Nats before. Scherzer's just out here. We know who he is. 137 plate appearances against him, a 25.5 K percentage, 215 batting average, and only a 279 WOBA. If you dig into the Diamondbacks bats that have had success against him, looking at this, Asdrubal Cabrera has had 72 plate appearances against him. In total of 69 at-bats, he's 15 for 69, which is a 217 batting average. He's looking at 5 doubles and a home run. David Peralta's 5 for 16 with 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Fantastic numbers for Peralta. Very cheap option on this slate. Other than that, Nick Ahmed, 1 for 10 with a home run. I don't like that odds. But as you can see, there's a ton of strikeouts there. 35 strikeouts in 130 at-bats. 25.5 K. I love Scherzer here. He's a stud. We know who he is. Don't be surprised if Scherzer comes out and strikes out 8 or 9. Expensive, but durable. Cardinals at the Phillies here. Carlos Martinez versus Zach Eflin. Martinez, 97 plate appearances against him, 27.8 K percentage. But as you know, sometimes players have a ton of them against him, like Andrew McCutchen, 48 plate appearances. He makes up damn near half of the batters here. 8 for 42, 2 doubles, a home run. Gene Segura's 5 for 15. Bryce Harper's 2 for 7. Those 2 hits, though, have been home runs. But he struck out 4 times. Martinez has still scared me. I don't trust him. It's hard to trust Carlos Martinez. They've been screwing him around. He was a starter. He got hurt. Then he came back to the bullpen. Then he went back to the starting rotation. And, it messes with you when you keep getting pushed around like that. He comes in 0-2 record, a 6.30 ERA, and only 5 strikeouts. That he's not striking out people. He faced Milwaukee last start on Saturday, 5 innings, 3 earned runs, 1 K. Against Cincinnati, opening weekend for him, 5 innings, 4 earned runs, 4 K. So, still scares me a little bit. I probably would rather stack the Phillies than the Cardinals. But looking at that, if you want to go crazy, you want to go contrarian, I think Carlos Martinez for a GPP option will be a very cheap option for you if you're going in that route. It just really depends on what route you're going to go. Carlos Martinez in cash, I'm not trusting him at all. Flip side of that, Zach Eflin, 31 plate appearances, a 241 batting average against him. Probably going to be made up of 1 or 2 batters. Nolan Arenado, 11 of those 31 at-bats, 2 hits. Austin Dean, 4 for 9 with a home run. Other than that, people really haven't had success. The thing is Eflin has only struck out one batter out of those. Um, I, I don't trust him. I don't trust either of these pitchers in cash. But again, you got to get crazy in GPPs if you want to take down a tournament. So I don't mind GPP wise, but cash, I'm not trusting them at all. Tampa Bay at the Yankees. You got Michael Wacha versus to be announced. We just saw Michael Wacha against them on Sunday. He came in. He wasn't the opener. He came in. He did get hit pretty hard, so I'd be looking at the Yankees. But there is a weather concern. The Yankees don't have currently a pitcher on the site, but what I've been reading was it was between Devi Garcia and Mitch King. If it's Devi, I don't mind. If it's Mitch King, I'm staying completely away from him. And we still don't know. So, yeah, we don't know. Michael Wacha comes in with a 7 ERA. So he's been getting hit hard. And the Yankees hit him hard on Sunday. So that is something to pay attention to if this game gets played. I would be, if it's Devi Garcia later on in the day when it's posted, I wouldn't mind him as a GPP, but I'm not taking Mitch King. And I don't know why. Let's see. Michael Wacha, his game logs here. Let's see what he's done. I can't remember how many innings he pitched yet on Saturday or on Sunday. 4 innings pitched. He faced 17 batters, gave up 3 earned runs and a home run. So, he did have some strikeouts, but I'm still not. I don't like. When he left the Cardinals, he's been terrible. So, how has he been against the New York Yankees? Batters who've had success. He's faced 80 batters here. Jay Bruce has been the most amount of batters, 34 at-bats. Jay Bruce has been terrible. I think the Yankees' Jay Bruce experiment should probably end. Jay Bruce is 2 for 34 with 14 Ks. I'm not trusting that at all. Clint Frazier 1 for 2 with a home run. Rougned Odor 1 for 4 with a home run. Gio Urshela 1 for 2 with a home run. So they've had home runs there. Out of 80 at-bats, he struck out 31 batters, but he's just not good. So I would be looking at a Yankee stack. I would not be looking at Wacha at all. Indians at the Reds is the next game. You've got Logan Allen versus Jeff Hoffman. Allen faced 2 of these batters, so obviously we don't have much to go off of. Jeff Hoffman against the Indians, 37 plate appearances, a 156 batting average, 18.9 K percentage. Looking at Jeff Hoffman's game logs, we did use him, was it last start or was it his first start? I think we used Jeff Hoffman his first start, and that was against St. Louis on opening weekend. He went 5 innings, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. He came back against Arizona, 4.1 innings, 3 earned runs, 1 home run, 2 Ks there, got the loss. Comes in with a 3.86 ERA. Now, the Indians' offense has been not as good as people had anticipated it being. Against him, Josh Naylor's 1 for 7. Ahmed Rosaro's 1 for 8. I mean, everyone's 1 for, and 1 home run is Austin Hedges. So I don't mind Jeff Hoffman here. I don't know if I'd trust him in cash. DraftKings, GP or SP2, I don't mind at all. Logan Allen, I can't trust. As of right now, it's really hard to trust a pitcher against the Reds offense. I know they can hit home runs at any time. I know they've kind of slowed down. They were like the best record in the league for. They're 7-5, which is the best record in the NL Central, tie with Milwaukee, if you want to put it that way. But yeah, so. There's still a great offense, and against the lefty, I'm not trusting Logan Allen. White Sox at the Red Sox, this one, I don't know if it gets played due to the weather. Dylan Cease hasn't faced him much. Nick Pivetta. I don't trust either of these pitchers in cash. I would look at Cease and GVP. I'm not looking at Pivetta at all. The White Sox batters who've had success against him, when Pivetta was with Phillies, I would assume Adam Eaton's 5 for 11 with a double, so Adam Eaton's a great spot. Very cheap option on most slates. Jake Lamb's 1 for 2. I mean, Grandal's 1 for 2 with a double. Other than that, not a lot of people. Most of it's made up of Adam Eaton, which could be depending on where he's batting the order, could be a good spot. Not trusting either in cash, not even trusting that this game gets played, but if it does, you could dig in to the White Sox bats here. Giants at the Marlins, Desclafani versus Daniel Castano. Desclafani, 66 plate appearances, a .230 batting average against him. Players that have had success since he was in the NL East. Starlin Marte's 3 for 20. I'm surprised he's only 3 for 20. Jesus Aguilar's 4 for 11 with a home run. Corey Dickerson 4 for 12 with a double and 2 home runs. So 3 of the 4 hits have been extra base hits. Other than that, not a lot of success. Jazz Chisholm, I mean, he's got some swag with him. He's got some speed I've seen on the base paths. Can hit, so he makes a good option as well. Probably not taking either of these pitchers at all. Baltimore at the Rangers, Jorge Lopez versus Mike Fultonevich. Fulty has been terrible. 2 years ago, Fulty was amazing for the Braves. Last year, he absolutely fell off. Sunday against San Diego went 7 innings. Now it's San Diego, so no one had exposure to him unless you're playing multiple lineups. 1 earned run, which was a home run, but only had 3 Ks. Flip side of that, against Toronto, his first start, 4 innings, 4 earned runs, 7 Ks. He's coming in with an 0-2 record, 4.09 ERA. He's got 10 Ks, which is tied for 104th, and a 109 whip. The Baltimore Orioles can hit sometimes. I could see Jorge Lopez I could see both of these pitchers being a GPP option. I don't trust either in cash, but a GPP option I don't mind. The Rangers love to strike out. Jorge Lopez can get some strikeouts. Fulty, we know he used to be good, and he just lost it. I don't know. Maybe it's back. We'll see. Both of these pitchers, GPP, I'm not looking at cash at all, though. Toronto Blue Jays at the Royals. This one, I don't know if it's going to be played. They got 2 lefties on the mound. It's a pitcher's park at Kauffman. Steven Matz, 51 plate appearances, a .217 batting average against him. You've got Mike Minor against the Blue Jays, who can hit. 39 plate appearances, 28.2 K percentage, 158 batting average. So you would think most of these righty bats in Toronto can hit lefties, but Minor's been okay. Simeon's 3 for 18. No one's hit a home run. No one's hit a triple. One's hit a double. Everyone else has hit a single. So 6 hits. 5 of them have been singles. Randall Grichuk, 2 for 11. We know that they can hit, though. That's the thing. For GPPs, I don't mind either of these pitchers. But both of these teams have been hitting. Steven Matz is one of those. He's on the fringe of being a cash and a GPP option. The problem is, let's see how he's done so far this season. Matz against the Angels on Saturday, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 4 Ks. They won 15-1. His first start on the 5th of April, 6.1 innings, 1 earned run, 9 Ks. That was against Texas. Matz has been very serviceable. Very serviceable. 2-0 record, 146 ERA. The Blue Jays have to give him run support, though, but I don't, honestly, digging into the numbers, I like Matz here. Cash or GPP, it's a pitcher's park. Kansas City's can strike out with the best of them. Going Matz here. Pirates at the Brewers, JT Brubaker versus Adrian Hauser. Brubaker, 23 plate appearances against him, 200 batting average, 43.5 K percentage. Adrian Hauser, 49 plate appearances, a .326 batting average, which is crazy because Pirates are not good. Seeing who's had success. Kevin Newman's 2 for 7 with a home run, so that's a .286. I mean, he's barely seen many people. Colin Moran is 6 for 9 with a home run, so he's in a great spot. Brian Reynolds, 3 for 6 with a home run. Colin Moran sticks out to me. I'm probably not having any exposure to either of these pitchers. I will have exposure to bats here, for sure. Colin Moran would be possibly that one-off Pittsburgh bat if you're looking that way. Mets at the Rockies. If this gets played, Jacob deGrom, same thing. He's a stud. The problem is it's Colorado, so maybe people won't use him. But, I mean, he's still a stud. The problem here, though, they love to not hit. The Mets love to not give him run support. We've mentioned that before. I can see deGrom coming in, throwing 9. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to, but he's got a scenario where he comes in, throws 9, then 9 innings, strikes out 15 batters, and gets the loss because he gave up 2 runs. something crazy like that, because the Mets just don't like to hit. But it is in Colorado. That is the one thing that I'm kind of scared about, but I don't know if this game gets played. If it does, it'll be in snow. I don't know if that'll affect DeGrom. I don't think much does. Love DeGrom here. Looking at using him. That's why he's the picture of the article and video, even though he is in Coors today. Twins at the Angels here, both lefties. Lewis Thorpe versus Andrew Haney. Now, the Twins can hit lefties well. They've hit, not much, 26 plate appearances against Haney. But looking at this, Nelson Cruz, 5 for 17 with 3 home runs. BVP, probably top BVP of the day. Love him. Josh Donaldson's back, 2 for 5 with a home run. So I'm looking at stacking the Twins in this one against a lefty. Then we've got Detroit Tigers at the Athletics. You got Jose Urena versus Frankie Montas. Urena, 18 plate appearances, a 133 batting average. Montas, 13 plate appearances, a 364 batting average. I'm probably not looking at either of these pitchers. I would be looking at these bats, though. Next game is Walker Buehler versus Ryan Weathers. Buehler, 59 plate appearances, a 111 batting average. I like that. Tatis apparently will be reactivated from the IL tonight. I feel like that's probably pretty early considering how much pain he was in, but we'll see. I would look at Walker Buehler here against the Padres, because Petco is a pitcher's park and he's had success before. Then the final game, the Astros at the Mariners. Jose Urquidy versus Yusei Kikuchi. A lot of Houston bats, their starters are on the IL due to COVID. I don't know if they're going to be activated today. I haven't seen any news on it yet. But a lot of their bats that could hit Kikuchi hard might be out again. If that's the case, Kikuchi makes a great GPP option here. Both of these pitchers are great GPP options. I'm not trusting either in cash at all. But Kikuchi's numbers, 41 plate appearances, a 189 batting average, and the big bats that might be out, who might be in, haven't had success against him. No home runs, no triples, no doubles, no extra base hits against him. Kikuchi's been serviceable. I do like him as a GPP option. So there you go, guys, gals. The breakdown of all the pitchers. If you liked it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Please check it out. Check all of our posts out. If you sign up with a day pass for $1.99, that gives you access to our day sports, MLB, NBA. If you sign up for anything else, it gives you access to everything. If you use promo code YouTube21 on the month pass, you're going to get half off a month. You're going to get a month of MLB, NBA, MMA, PGA, NASCAR. 5 core sports for you guys. If that's something you're interested in, hit us up. Go to fantasyteamadvisor.com/plans. That's all I've got for you in this video, guys. Good luck on this slate, and let's bring home some bacon. Peace.